Hi guys, it's Coney here. Now, this video is about my take on the teachings of Abraham, the old Abraham Hicks publications. Now, I came across the Abraham Hicks stuff. It's got to be more than a year ago, but it just wasn't vibing with me at the time. Just didn't connect with it at all. But most recently, I really have been connecting with it, and I've really delved into it. Just suddenly seems to make sense to me. And I found I had an old hard drive with the book Asking It Is Given on it, the audiobook. And I knew it was there, but it just didn't really pique my interest. And then recently when I thought, Abraham Hicks, I think I've got one of their books, on audio. Started listening to it, and then, you just go down the rabbit hole, So I got inspired while listening to some Abraham stuff like just an hour ago. And I thought, I want to share that. So you know what I'm like. I like my old diagrams. So when this flash of inspiration came, I thought I'm going to make a video about that. So here it is. My take on the teachings of Abraham. Now let's say this blue dot here represents the day when I or you were born. And let's say that this line here from left to right represents time. Pretty simple. And then let's say, we had a pretty good childhood, which I'll represent as a little green timeline thingy. And then say we had a bad patch, maybe had childhood illness or something. And then say through schooling we had a good time, so that was a good period of life. And then say we had a bad time at college or something. And then say we had to come into a checkered part of life where it's kind of good for a while, kind of bad for a while, kind of good for a while, kind of bad for a while. And then we thought, it was just getting better, and then we had a long period of bad, right? Which we didn't want. And then let's assume that this here, black dot, is the present moment, right? This is us standing on the leading edge, as Abraham calls it. So this is the present moment, and all our life history stretched out behind us. Now what got me was this. When Abraham said, the manifested reality is old news. And I was like, oh my goodness, that is so true. I mean, if you're not familiar with the Abraham Hicks teachings, that probably might not make any sense to you. But if you've been studying it for a while, I've only been really delving into it for the last month, but this just hit me because I thought that is so true. Given the Abraham teachings, right? If I just put there we go. There's the future stretched out, and it's yet to be determined. Okay. The reason why the manifested reality is old news is this. Because at a previous present moment, so let's put the black dot back there. So this was in a good period of life, yeah? There was a present moment there, and everything to the right of dot wasn't manifested. We were stood at the time, that was the leading edge, right? But it's the rockets of desire that we launch into the vortex of creation that determine what manifests in the future. So here, there's the present moment, there we are standing on the leading edge. There's the vortex of creation, and that's going to determine what's created after that. And if in that present moment we launched some rockets of desire, but then we're out of alignment with it, or we launched rocket of desire, asked for what we didn't want, and then the vortex created that bad period of life. It makes sense, yeah? And there's the future outstretched. So back to the present for a moment. That then means everything we see that's now manifested was the result of a previous asking. So let's look at what matters now is as we stand here in the present moment on the leading edge, our same vortex of creation is what's going to determine what that looks like. That's what's going to determine our experience in the future. So what matters is what rockets of desire we launch now, because that's determining what we're putting in the vortex, and then whether we're in alignment with that or not depends on whether it will manifest, positive or negative. Yeah? Pretty cool. Now, in terms of coming into this vibrational alignment, this is the emotional guidance scale that they talk about. And the law of attraction says that that which is likened to it is drawn. And Abraham says that once you've launched a rocket of desire, once you've asked for something, and it's gone into your vortex of creation, all you have to do is become a vibrational match for it, and it will manifest. Okay? Now, the way I see this, thinking about the emotional guidance scale, is that for each of these emotions, you can think of something, you can think of some manifested reality that would cause you to respond with one of these emotions, right? Let's use the extremes. Let's say everything you know and loved fell apart, right? That would be a reality in which you'd feel these things: fear, grief, depression, powerlessness, etc. Because you'd look like had been done to you. And then up here, say you won the lottery, yeah, and everything you've ever wanted manifested. So that would be the vibrational match of joy, knowledge, empowerment, and appreciation, right? Let's use a specific example though. Say, this is actually true, say I have a passion for supercars. And it's a passion, right? So this is the Lamborghini that I want, and there's passion. So what I would have to do, because getting the car would cause me to feel the emotion of passion, it's not that way around though. You don't get the car and feel the passion, says Abraham. In order to manifest the car, you have to match the emotion. And because I have a passion for cars, that is the correct vibrational match for my Lamborghini. So what I have to do is maintain vibrational alignment at this level for that to manifest in reality, yeah? And then if I wanted something that I was enthusiastic about, I would have to get into vibrational alignment on the enthusiasm level for it to manifest, yeah? And then let's say up here, enthusiasm ain't going to get me my ideal lover, say, because that is on this level, on this plane, or this disc, as Abraham calls it. So for me to manifest the perfect woman, then she's up here. And for her to manifest, I'd have to get myself in this disc. You see what I'm saying? So in each one of these categories, there is a whole bucket of stuff that will manifest, that will make you feel that way. But actually it's the other way around. You feel that way to manifest what matches it. So this now makes perfect sense in alignment with my previous video. This inspiration that I've just shared with you only came to me today. So if you watch my previous video, which was my previous cosmic facts, my previous download from the universe, you'll see that there's kind of a common theme between the two of them. So check out my previous video called Life Purpose, or How to Find Your Life Purpose, Get in Your Lane. So that's it. That is my inspiration for today. Please, questions, comments, likes, shares, all the rest of it, and let me know what you think.